Okay, welcome back to another episode of Bite of Moab. That's right, the G is silent. In today's episode, we're going to be showing you how to actually copy all your mods from one computer to your Steam Deck. So I'm assuming you already know how to deploy your mods, you know how to edit your mods, download mods, all that kind of stuff with Vortex. So you should have all that kind of knowledge beforehand. Next thing you want to do is make sure that your game actually runs. So instead of what I usually do, instead of what's usually been done, I bypassed the Steam. The Steam Skyrim SE launcher, and I changed that to old, and I renamed the SKSE to Skyrim SE launcher. So whenever you click on the game here, click play, and it actually loads the SKSE without having to add targets or anything weird like that in the commands. So that should help you a bit. Yeah, but you always want to kind of make sure you don't have any issues with your Skyrim game running. So that's always something to kind of watch out for. So click continue, and and if it loads in here, you know it works. So that's encouraging. You want to actually verify that the game does in fact load, because before I did this video, I actually had a DLL error. And I had to go online, I had to fix a mod and all that kind of stuff. But I know if you're going to look through all my mods in my loader, you pause it, you'll see that there's probably some errors or outdated, all that kind of stuff. I don't care. This is just to show you how to actually get it from one place to the other. And everything works. So it's kind of like a Frankenstein's monster type of thing. So yeah, you gotta... Sometimes mods are like that. If you try to download something updated or do something weird, it changes completely. Yep, looks like my mods are working. I can see the compass doing that. Updated Serana mod. I don't know why she's wearing no shoes. That's weird. Okay, Serana, but I can see I'm looking weird. I don't know what's going on with my character there. That's kind of strange. But hey, we got mods going, so that's all that matters. Yeah, so we're gonna exit out of this game and show you how to transfer this over. You will need an external hard drive, so I'm assuming you already have that, or a large enough thumb drive. I don't know what you do, or what you have. So you go to, you just copy your folder, your Skyrim folder from Skyrim SE folder from your common files and Steam apps. You copy that over here, and then of course next is the important part, your load order. So Vortex kind of creates this a couple files that shows you your load order, and I'll show you how to get to that. You want to go to C, users, your username, go to app data, local, and go to Skyrim, Skyrim Special Edition. And essentially you want to copy all that, paste it. If you have to overwrite it, well, it doesn't matter because you need to create a folder for that. So yeah, now that you got those two things, you got the Skyrim load order from your local app data, local, all that kind of stuff, and then you got to go back over to your Steam Deck. So this is where I'll cut out from this video, and I'll hop over to my phone, and we will show you how to actually load it onto the Steam Deck. And we're back here over at our fun device, Steam Deck. So what you're going to need is some sort of USB-C to a USB hub to actually connect your external hard drive that you copied over. So plug that in. I got an Anchor. It also shows that it's lighting up for power, and there is a place on here for power, so that you can actually plug in your Steam Deck USB-C to that, so you're constantly getting power over here, and then you can actually plug in your USB external drive. So yeah, let's plug this bad boy in and actually mount this baby. So you're here. You don't want to turn on Steam once you're in desktop mode. You want to make sure go over here and mount and open. This is kind of like working with a Mac. Unfortunately, that you have to be very careful about this. You don't want to accidentally screw up and run your files from one PC to another, so it's always safe to unmount, mount, or do all that kind of stuff. So what we got here, You want to probably go over to your common files, wherever you installed all your Steam games. So yeah, look at all that fun stuff I got for you. It's a little bit of hint, spoiler. So yeah, and you want to find out where your Skyrim Special Edition folder is. And all I'm going to do really right now, because I have Steam closed, I'm just going to delete it all. Yeah, just move it to trash. And essentially what I'm going to be doing here is copying or cutting. I prefer copying your files over. Trash is full. That's what I thought. I'll be right back. I gotta empty the trash. First world problems, am I right? And we have successfully deleted our trash. Doesn't it feel good? But anyway, now that we have an empty Skyrim folder, we go to where we mounted our drive, which is my WD Black. And we go over to where you dropped your file, which should be in Steam Games. Skyrim Special Edition, and I'm just going to select all of it. I think I could do it from here. No, I'm sorry for this. I'm still getting used to this a little bit. I'm just going to hold down a right trigger and move around with thumbstick. Just select all of it. And now I can left click or left trigger it and copy it. And then go over to back to the common folder, which I'm just going to hop over here to the trash tab and go over to common and go find our Skyrim Special Edition. And now right click, paste 51 items. This is the real time killer. So I'm going to pause this right here and it's going to take a while. If you have a lot of mods, a lot of things, it's going to take some time. In the meantime, I'm going to show you how to get to your other item. You know where you had to take out the load order? Yeah, so we're going to go back to our WD Black folder and we're going to go to our wherever you place your load order, those 3 files you copied over, hopefully. And we're going to just copy those if this loads and there's no weird issues going on. There might be weird issues because it's trying to copy these. So we'll wait 1 minute and I'll come back to you and I'll let you know when everything's here. I gotta watch out for stink bugs here. Okay, in the meantime, it finally loaded up at least the load order. So we're gonna go over here, left click, copy. And now I made a little shortcut actually on the desktop because it's very hard to find this. Yeah. But Skyrim, when you install this mod, they create an emulated drive or an emulated folder like Windows would. So kind of like your app data local, and you should be able to find it. So this is where I have mine. So it's I think this is it. Yeah, so this is a launch path. You got to go here, home, deck, local, share, Steam apps, compat data, I think this is the ID to the game, and then it creates the emulated folders for Windows. C drive users, Steam user, app data, local, and then you're here. And so from here you just right click, paste 3 items, and we can just overwrite all these. Apply to all, overwrite. So now we overwrite our old mods with our new ones. So this is something if you want to update your mods, there's new updates, this is the kind of procedure you would follow. So yeah, now we'll just wait a little bit more and we will come back and hopefully we will have ourselves a modded Skyrim on the Steam Deck. So I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Yeah, I think it took about 15-17 minutes. I'm sure you could check the time thing here and see how long it actually took. So with that, we should have everything set and ready. Yeah, this got loaded here. Now I'm just going to close everything out essentially, and we should be able to go back to gaming mode. And if everything was correct, then we should be able to click on Skyrim Special Edition and actually play it. If something went wrong, then, well, we'll have to figure it out together, so that's the fun part. Oh yeah, I forgot to unmount this thing. Yeah. I wonder if I could do that in here. It's easier to do it in desktop mode. That's just something you gotta remember, you know, it's when you're having fun and you're putting your mods on, doing all that kind of fun stuff, you just forget some small things. And it's very important to just safely remove your WD black or your external hard drive. It's very important to do that. Like I said, you don't want to screw up any of your hard drive information and data, so just do it, just be safe. Now we can go back to gaming mode, and I'll pause this video here and load it in the next second. You should be able to see it. Okay, we're back, and now we're going to click play. See about loading this. It should launch the SKSE directly. Yep. This might come up, and you might have to wait for it. It might take a few minutes for this to load up initially. So, but once it does, yeah, it should be pretty quick. I'll pause it right now just so we can actually load into the game. And you're not watching this. I hear Skyrim music. So that's encouraging. I should be able to load my saved game from the other one. And we shall see. Any day now. There we go. Let's click continue and see what happens. It should be able to continue because of cloud save, I'm assuming. Because I think the actual save games are in your document folders, if I'm not mistaken, in my games. I think. I could be grossly mistaken, but I'm pretty sure it was able to load the cloud save. So, let's find out what we got here, see if everything worked. If everything worked, then we should see Serrano without her shoes on. For whatever reason, so you know what? If that's a way to tell if this is working or not, then hey, that's what you gotta do. I might cut this out in post-editing. Oh wait, here we are. And her shoes are gone.
I've been meaning to ask, why did you join the dongle?
And my character's still making that weird
Something I can do for you.
thing. And we got that thing working up there, the compass. Yeah, everything's working. Now, it's not going to run as great as running on my desktop, of course. That's a given, but hey, I'm getting above 30 FPS right now, so that's always nice. Just out of curiosity, what do I have the settings on here for? Display. Actor fades, crosshairs, dialogue, subtitles, depth of field. I never did care about the depth of field, so I'll just lower that. And yeah, seems to work.
What?
Some say I got my position because my cousin is the emperor. Nonsense.
Oh, she's not talking. I don't know what's going on with that, but mods are weird. But yeah, all the mods transferred over, so that's good. I will take a moment here and show you what my settings are. So we'll go back to our desktop mode, and I'll show you. Okay, we're back to our common folder in Skyrim Special Edition. Now, remember how I showed you all the changing the exe file to the Skyrim the SKSE launcher to Skyrim SE launcher, well, we can just change that and go back to the other one. So let's rename that to old. Or you don't need to do old, you just need to do something right now. So I'm just going to put a 1 right there. So now Skyrim won't launch that one. And I should be able to find the other one. Unless I accidentally deleted it, which... that can happen. That can happen. Oh, yep, there it is. I didn't delete it. So, you see, there we go. I know I'm doing something right. Let's just change that to, there we go. Now, instead of actually going back to gaming mode, I'm going to go to Steam. So we're going to go to Steam like you would on a PC. And just to test this out. And click play. Now I'm just showing you what the settings are by default, because before I didn't do it on a previous Skyrim video, so at least this way I can show you what's happening with the video hardware. Ultra quality. 1280 by 800 TAA, advanced. Everything's set for ultra, high. Screen space reflections, all that kind of stuff. View distance, all that. Click OK, then exit the game. And now I am going to open it up again. Just make sure nothing got screwed up, because sometimes it changes the default settings and you gotta play around with that. That's just really annoying. So let's just rename this back to old. And we go back to our SKSE launcher, which actually we just named it 1. So let's just rename this to no. We don't want to do that, so undo rename. There we go. Right here, rename. This is a problem with using this trackpad and a few other things. It always gets messy sometimes. Like I said, it always gets messy. So sometimes you try to rename something, sometimes you do things. It just doesn't work like a traditional keyboard, and that's okay. So now let's go back here and play it, see if we can get it to working. See if anything got screwed up. I'm going to pause this and just load directly into the game. So if we see anything weird going on, we'll know what's going on. Okay, I'm back, and just a little bit of tidbit information. Don't try to play... Well, it's kind of difficult to play a game when you're desktop mode, because if you play it, you might have difficulty trying to get out of it, and it's not recognizing the Steam keyboard, or the Steam key input. So I had to exit out of that. I had to use my Bluetooth keyboard and Alt-Tab out of that and do all that stuff. Okay, so now I'm getting 30 FPS for going ultra settings. Actually doesn't look too bad if you're willing to sacrifice some graphical settings, but you gotta watch doing that sometimes, going through the launcher, because it will try to do the ultra settings if it doesn't recognize the hardware. So yeah, just be careful with that. So if you're going to be renaming software, redoing all those sorts of things like that, you just want to be careful with that. So if you already find the settings you like, don't reopen the launcher, because then you'll have to go back, try to switch it out, try to play it around, and try to get back into it, making sure everything works right. But that's always such a hassle. Just get it right the first time, find FPS you like, and just, keep it at that. Then go download your mods, put it over here, and see how it works. So just kind of going back and forth with that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to comment below if you have any kind of weird questions. I don't know if I'll be able to answer them, but if you've looked at everything I saw and how I did it, then you should be okay with following through to the T. And also be sure to comment any other future games you want to see on this on the Steam Deck played. So yeah, with that, I hope you have a great and awesome day. Be sure to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And be sure to watch out my other future game videos, because I do throw out game keys here and there in them. So you know what? You don't want to miss out on that kind of stuff. So be sure to subscribe and like it. And yeah, I hope you have a great and awesome day, and happy modding. Take care.